Jim Morrison and Jimi Hendrix, two of the biggest names in rock history. You'd think their meeting would have been legendary, but when they did cross paths, it was chaotic, messy, and pretty wild. Hey guys, I'm Chris with The Heart of Rock. If you like rock music, consider subscribing. What really went down when these two icons collided? Let's get into it. Jim Morrison and Jimi Hendrix were both symbols of the 1960s counterculture, but when they met, things did not go smoothly. In fact, both times they interacted were total disasters. Their personalities couldn't have been more different, and it totally showed. The first time they met was during a late night jam session at New York City club called The Scene on March 6th or 7th, 1968. Janis Joplin was there too, just to make things even more intense. Jimi Hendrix was supposed to jam with members of the McCoys, Randy Hobbs, Bobby Peterson, and Randy Z, when out of nowhere, a very drunk Jim Morrison jumped out on stage. According to Michael J. Weber, who was in the crowd that night, Morrison was slurring his words and clinging to the mic stand just to stay upright. He started shouting weird stuff into the mic. Oh wow, woo, basically hijacking the performance. Then it got a lot worse. Morrison, clearly hammered, dropped to his knees and reportedly pretended to perform a sex act on Jimi Hendrix. He wrapped his arms around his legs and yelled, "I want to suck your boop," totally out of control. But Hendrix, cool as ever, he didn't even flinch, just kept playing through the madness. Janis Joplin, on the other hand, was furious. She couldn't stand Morrison, often calling him a bleep whenever his name came up. She stormed the stage with a bottle of Southern Comfort in one hand and her drink in the other, and smashed the bottle over Morrison's head before dumping her drink on him. What followed was absolute chaos. According to a publicist, the three of them, Morrison, Joplin, and Hendrix, were rolling on the ground in a full-out brawl. And just giving you guys a heads up, check out the links in the description for really cool band merch and other sponsors. It was said to have just looked like a dust cloud of fur, feathers, and shattered glass. But Morrison took the worst of it. What was interesting is Hendrix had his reel-to-reel tape recorder during this entire jam, and parts of this night have surfaced on bootlegs under the name Morris's Lament. Now you'd think that'd be the last time Morrison interrupted Jimi Hendrix, but nope. On April 2nd, just over a month later, Morrison showed up at a Hendrix concert in Montreal, and of course a drink in hand trying to get on stage again, and he was yelling, "Hey Jimmy, let me sing with you, man." And Hendrix, as cool as he always is, "That's okay fella, I can handle it myself." Morrison pushed back. "Do you know who I am? I'm Jim Morrison of The Doors." Jimi Hendrix just smiled and said, "Yeah, I know who you are, and I'm Jimi Hendrix." Two icons, two chaotic encounters, and one unforgettable clash of rock and roll legends. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think. This is crazy information to consume. And if you guys like this type of content, consider subscribing. Again, all links will be in the description. Oh, and before you go, you should check out this next video, because I'm super positive you're gonna love it.